All right, hockey folks, we're back. We're live in Kelowna. Rockets back at home, rocking the home whites. We're back from tournaments. We have an exhibition game here today between the Kelowna Rockets and the Salmon Arm Silverbacks or Tips or whatever you want to call them. Not sure. But we're here live in Kelowna. And let's take a look at the keys to victory today. It's a new segment that we got up here. Keys to victory today. Rockets got to get on the forecheck, right? They can't be standing around and letting Salmon Arm do what they want to do. You got to go in there, get to the puck first, force players up the boards, and then attack. So that's key number one. Key number two is stay out of the penalty box. Our penalty kill is absolutely terrible. There's other words I'd like to use like dog shit, but I'm not going to say that. But it absolutely is. So we need to stay out of the box. And then the second one is, or the last one I should say, is drive the net. Right? When you drive the net, rebounds are available and you can score goals. We learned that last game against Prince George, where when we forechecked, we got the puck to the net, and then we went for rebounds. We scored lots of goals. So those are the keys to victory today. We're going to look at the lineups here as the players are warming up. Starting in goal today is Walton Poitras, Walt Dog in net. The big dog, McCoggan, not sure where he is, but we did get fan of the game comments to Jeff McCoggan. We got lots of scratches here today. No Nugent, no Pendre, no Douglas, no Smith. So we got a mixed mash of lines. We got 4D. So yeah, we'll find out who's going to start. But it looks like Hughes is going to be the rotation man. So he'll filter through all the lines. Once again, we do have all views again today. We got camera 3, camera 2. And we got our 3-camera view here for warm-ups. So hope you're enjoying the crystal clear 1080p video today. We do have a little bit of a reception issue on the one end, but we will get that sorted out soon at some point. But while we take in warm-up here, let's go ahead and meet the team.
Charlie Mooring, number 17, center.
Gavin Simser, 21, left wing.
Logan Day, number 16, right winger.
Weston Eakins, number 9, center.
Braden Douglas, number 11, left wing.
Lucas Carrion, number 12, right wing.
Owen Scott, number 2, center.
Nicholas McAllister, number 10, left wing.
Nat Trudell, number 14, right wing.
Blake Douglas, number 15, center.
Malcolm Hughes, number 4, right wing. Matthew Nugent, number 7, right wing.
Chase Coverly, number 5, defense.
Cole Pendre, number 19, defense.
Jacob Conians, number 6, defense.
Cecilia Smith, number 18, defense.
Declan Duballon, number 20, defense. Max Fogarty, number 8, defense.
Walton Poitras, number 1, goaltender.
Alex McCoggan, goalie, 31.
All right, so that's meet the team. Everybody knows the team. So heading into this week, we did update the standings. There was a game this morning, and Kamloops managed to beat Williams Lake. So Kamloops is up to 6 points, tied with Spokane. Williams Lake stays at 12. I'll have to update that later. I didn't update the leading scorers. Nope, I did not. Giovanni Porcelato is up into second place. Day is still in first, but after the next trail game, he'll probably go into first as he's only 1 point back. So 1:26 left in warm-up. Keep it on the main feed here. You know what, we'll take a look at the Salmon Arm warm-up and our warm-up. Salmon Arm warm-up going on down here. Okay. We've got 42 seconds left in warm up here. And we'll be on to some Rockets hockey. Hope everybody's having a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the players and family find the broadcast. Also, drop a comment in the comment section and you too can be featured on the broadcast. Right now I see no comments in the chat. So once we get some chat comments in, we can put them on the screen. That's much better. All right, warm-up is over. Players are gathering the pucks up. As usual, they take their time. Looks like we got a smaller crowd here, but all the chatters are at the game. So make sure if you're watching from out of town that you too do leave a comment in the comment section. All right, so we're live, crystal clear HD today. So face off at center, looks like it's gonna be Day Mooring Sinister out there with Lalonde and Fogarty. Scramble draw, won by Salmon Arm. Puck goes up to Goosen. Goosen dumps it in. Puck in the corner. Lalonde goes back for it. Chips it up to Sinister. Sinister can handle it cleanly. Klassen almost had it stolen. It is. Fogarty takes it. Fogarty crosses the line. Fogarty walks in. Shot is jammed. Puck sitting there to the middle. Picked up by Klassen. Klassen tried to go across ice, intercepted, but picked up there by, looks like 16. That's Tippler. Tippler couldn't handle it cleanly. Puck goes out to the neutral zone. That's Yano. She goes back for it. Pressured by Sinister. Goes over to Caden. Caden can't handle it. Terrian just dumps it in. Down low, Yano. Stops behind the net. Goes up the boards, right to Caden. McAllister keeps it in. Day is in a battle there. McAllister gets it to Day. Day gets it low to Terrian. Terrian loses it. Picked up by Tippler. Tippler up the boards. Blindenbacher has it. He goes off the boards, bank pass, looking for Caden. Cubberly goes back for it. Cubberly picks it up, overskates it. Koning's up the middle. Copy to Terry. Terrian, turnover Terry, right up the middle. You don't want to do that. Blindenbacher again, he gets bumped by Day. Puck goes up, McAllister chips it, has it, tries to go up the middle, couldn't. Ships it down to the zone, Yano intercepts. In her own zone, regroups, goes up the boards looking for Litzenberger. Litzenberger couldn't handle it. Fogarty gets it. Fogarty stops up, takes a look, goes up the near boards. Intercepted by Crow. Crow bumped by Lalonde. Puck's behind the net, over to Fogarty. Fogarty to McAllister. McAllister chips it by Sulphur. Puck goes in deep. Hughes gives chase. Puck gets banked around to the near side. Puck intercepted in the corner. Hughes gets it low. Looking for Hoodless. Hughes just stepped over the puck, couldn't get a shot off. Puck is picked up by Crow, he just dumps it in. Fogarty picks it up, over to Hoodless. Hoodless to Scott. Scott couldn't handle it, puck is deflected. And it goes out of play behind the net, so face-off will be inside the Rocket zone. Will be to the right of Walt Dog. late scratch there. Nash Riddell is out of the lineup. He got injured at practice, so hopefully it's not too serious, just a bruise. Simister to Meekins. Meekins chips it. Goes to Mooring, 2-on-1. Meekins to Mooring. Oh, he just couldn't bank it in back door. Puck goes out front, just missed Simister. Goes right to Wood. And over to Heckrod. Heckrod, that's it on net in the corner. Konings looks to clear, he can't. Intercepted by Mooring. Mooring just dumps it in. Simister gives chase, goes for a change instead. Puck played behind the net by Worthington. Coverly keeps it in. Puck's in the corner. To the middle, Terry and intercepts. Puck goes in deep. Worthington goes to play it. Puck goes up the boards to the neutral zone. Back to Fogarty. Fogarty to McAllister. McAllister couldn't get it in deep. Puck goes down the ice. And that's icing with 16:35 to go in the period. So face-off will go back into the Salmon Arm zone. Will be to the right of Worthington. Day on the draw. Tries to pull it back. He's tied up by Blindenbacher. Puck to the line, 71. Not sure who that is, AP player. Puck comes out, dumped in by Lalonde. Puck picked up and cleared out there by Sulphur. Puck goes back to the Rocket zone. Fogarty tries to bank it off tries to go around the net, banked off the side, came out front. Shot couldn't be taken, so that's good. Back to the line, shot by Sulphur. It's blocked. Whistle goes, and we will have a face-off. I believe the guy in the black shirt is West, but I could be wrong. Back to the line, Williams puts it towards the net. Cleared out. Tippler couldn't keep it in. Hoodless gets it out. Calvert bumps it up looking for Tippler. Tippler can't handle it cleanly. Scott's there, but he does manage to regroup. Tippler crosses the line, gets knocked down by Scott. Litzenberger gets it back to the line, dumped in there by Heckrod. Or Tippler, I should say. Puck cleared out to the near boards. Hughes couldn't get it out. Far side. Hoodless hits his player into the boards. Puck is cleared to the line and out. Puck is dumped in by Yano, but that's offside as it hits a player. So face-off will be in the neutral zone. 15:22 to play here in the first. Scramble draw, puck pulled back by Salmon Arm. Simister bumps his player. Couldn't come up with a puck. Puck gets dumped in. Coverly to Konings. Konings to Simister. Just missed him, but no icing. Yano goes back for it, pressured by Meekins. Simister throws it to the front, intercepted. Mooring's there, takes a shot, saved. Mooring again goes deep. Puck cleared up to the line. Coverly tries to keep it in, just missed him. Wood skates after it, so does Konings. Konings comes up with it. He goes off the boards right to Meekins. Meekins crosses the line, but it is offside. So face-off will be in the neutral zone. Face-off will be on the far near boards here. So Day on the draw. Gets it to McAllister. McAllister takes a shot, save, rebound, comes out. Puck is cleared out. And down the ice. Fogarty has it stolen by Heckrod. Heckrod to the front. Lalonde gets there to Terrian. Terrian got it to McAllister. McAllister dumps it in. Puck is deep. Terrian picks it up. Terrian to the front, deflected by Day. Goosen tries to clear, he can't get it past 71. Lalonde over to Terrian. Terrian to the middle to Day. Worthington looks to clear. Terrian is there. Picked up by Blindenbacher. Goes to 71, which I believe is west. Could be wrong though. Blitzenbacher tries to get around Fogarty. Couldn't. Fogarty just rims it around. Terrian looks to clear. Dumped back in by 71, which is west. Fogarty has it, takes a look. Goes up the middle, tries to hit. That was McAllister. He just tips it in. Back behind the net, picked up by Tippler. Tippler near side here to Crow. Crow crosses the line, makes a move, takes a shot, saved. Oh, scores! It squeaked through Poitras. 1-0 Salmon Arm here. 13-19 to go here in the first period. All right, face of the center, Rockets have the puck. Cubberly turned it over, Crow picks it off, takes a shot, far side wide. Couldn't be kept in there by Mitchell. Konings looking for Simister, gets it to Scott. Scott gets it in. That was hoodless actually. Worthington leaves it behind the net, puck almost turned over. Cubberly keeps it in. Sulphur up the boards to Blindenbacher. Puck dumped to the corner, Blindenbacher again. Or Litzenberger, I always get those ones wrong. Puck cleared up Crow. He gets bumped. Puck is cleared out, down the ice. And that's icing. So we'll head back down into the Salmon Arm zone. It'll be to the left of Worthington. Face off to the left of Worthington. Face off one. Lalonde. Gets it down. Puck thrown out front by Meekins. Puck goes right out to Heckrod. Heckrod, he goes wide. He's pressured. Mooring. Looks to clear. Puck gets cleared. Meekins walks in. Takes a shot. Saved by Worthington. Puck to the near board. Sinister to the blue line. Tries to go across ice. Intercepted by Heckrod. Konings is there. Can't clear it out. Cubberly looks to clear. Puck is kept in. Poitras puts it to the corner. Konings up to Simister. Simister chips it in. Worthington behind the net. Leaves it for Yano. Yano over to 71. That's down the ice, and that's going to be icing. So we'll head right back down to the Salmon Arm zone here with 11:35 to go here in the first period. Face off to the left of Worthington. Rockets have the puck. Terrian can't handle it. Puck goes up the boards. Konings couldn't keep it in. Konings tries to dump it in. Sulphur has it. Chips it out to the neutral zone. Konings. Cubberly now. Gets it up there looking for McAllister. Puck is cleared out. Sulphur looks to sauce pass, but it hits the boards and something. Terrian's there. McAllister over to Konings. Konings gets it to the line, just inside, gets it in and touched. Should be offside, but the ref's letting him play. Puck goes right to Calvert. Calvert goes over to Crow. Crow tries to make a move. Puck's intercepted by Hughes. Hughes gets it out and chipped back in. Off the glass was Fogarty, down, picked up by Williams. Williams over to, that was Mitchell. Puck is deflected in. Puck shot out, puck goes down the ice. That's probably going to be icing. No icing, it was touched. Hoodless looks out front for Hughes. Hoodless behind the net, bumps Crow. Goes over to Mitchell. To the line. Fogarty couldn't keep it in. Puck did come out. Rockets tag up. Behind the net, Yano picks it up. She goes around looking for Heckrod. Heckrod goes cross ice to Crow. Crow goes far side and down the ice. That's going to be icing. So face-off will go back to the Salmon Arm zone with 9:47 to go. Last time these guys played, they've matched the Crow line up against the Hughes line. So I anticipate that a little bit more. Face off inside the zone, Rockets take it to the net. Fogarty keeps it in. It's deflected. Puck does come out, Mooring. Tries to get it in. Puck is cleared to the line, Mooring intercepts. Mooring takes a shot, saved by Worthington, rebounds, is covered up. So face off will be inside the Salmon Arm zone to the left of Worthington. If you're watching the game, drop a chat. I don't see any chats. Face off to the line. Coverley goes down low. Out front to Mooring. Mooring shoots high over the net. Konings looks to keep it in. Simister bumps his player Tippler behind in the corner. Tippler still has it. Puck goes around, cleared out, but kept in by Coverley. Williams rims it around. Simister to Coverley. Coverley couldn't get a clean shot off as he's pressured. Puck is picked up by Klassen. Fired far side to Goosen. Konings banks it to Meekins. Meekins by himself. Walks in, takes a shot, scores! Weston Meekins on a fan shot. 1-1 with 8:42 to go here first period. On a broken play, but it worked. 1-1. Once again, folks, if you got a chat, leave your message in the chat and we can get it on the broadcast. Puck clear to the Salmon Arm line. Delayed offside. Picked up by Blindenbacher. Blindenbacher over to West. I'm going to call it West. West with a move. Can't get a shot off. He's knocked down. Puck thrown out front to Caden and covered up by Poitras. Face off to the right of Poitras. Puck knocked around by the line over to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for Terrian. Terrian just missed it, and that's going to be icing. So puck goes all the way down. Face off will be back inside the Rocket zone. So face off to the left to Poitras. Dave wins the draw. Over to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for Terrian. Yano keeps it in. Lalonde around to Fogarty. Fogarty has McAllister on the stretch. No icing. Yano plays it to the corner. Puck cleared up to West, kept in by Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot, glove down by Worthington. And face off will be to his right. Oh, we got a chat coming in from Susan Bishop. She says, fantastic. Glad you're tuning in, Susan. Scramble draw. Puck picked up by Williams. Williams over to Calvert. Calvert deflects it down. Litzenberger, he skates onto it. Litzenberger to the front. Heckrod couldn't get a shot away. Hughes cross ice over to Scott. Scott crosses the line. Scott takes the shot off the side of the net. Puck deflected. Comes out cross ice. Puck is dumped in. Fogarty picks it up. Up to Hoodless. Hoodless couldn't clear. Hoodless does clear now. Hits the defenseman Williams. Picked up there by Wood. Wood tries to chip it. Puck is back to Heckrod. On the near boards. Back to Yano. Far side. Ends up on Wood's stick again. Wood can't cut to the middle. Puck does get turned over to Goosen. Yano tries a shot. It was blocked by Mooring, but ends up on Wood's stick. Wood takes a shot high over the net. Goosen in the corner. Tries to go back to the point. Intercepted by Simister. He couldn't clear it. Kept in. Heckrod takes a shot, and it's deflected out of play. So just like that, face off in the Rocket zone to the left of Poitras. Kim Douglas with a comment here. Says, nice goal, Rockets. Keep up the good play. So thanks, Kim. I fixed that down, so we're good now. Back to the line, shot deflected, and out of play again. So face-off will be to the right of Poitras, or left of Poitras again. We had a very special fan of the game today, brought to you by Jeff McCogner, BMO. We found this fan at practice. He's a big football fan. Puck to the corner, Mooring. Ships it to the line, and it was kept in, now came out. Sulphur couldn't handle it. It's back to West. West to the middle, to Blindenbacher. Coverly. Over to Simister. Simister can handle it cleanly. Tippler's there now. Tippler has a look, goes cross ice to Caden. Caden to Blindenbacher. Blindenbacher, he gets eliminated on the boards, but he has it again. And he just dumps it in now. Konings goes back for it. Konings over to Coverly. Coverly cross ice looking for Simister. Deflected by Mitchell. Simister gets it, throws it to the far corner. Puck's picked up by Salmon Arm, out to the middle, right to Litzenberger. Litzenberger waits for some help. He gets knocked down by Fogarty. Puck comes out. Yano. Shot saved by Poitras. Puck sitting there for a rebound, but it's cleared by the Rockets. Fogarty skates onto it. Has Mooring on the break. Mooring has Day. Mooring to Day. Backhand. Easy save for Worthington. Puck in the corner. McAllister tries to keep it in. He can't. Puck comes out. Mooring goes back for it. Cross ice to Lalonde. Lalonde up to McAllister on the change here. McAllister shot high over the net. It was about to hit the net. Terrian gets him deep. McAllister, he gets hit. Puck's thrown out front to Terrian. Backhand by Day. Puck is cleared by Williams. McAllister gets there, dumps it down. Williams up the middle, right to Klassen. Puck deflected in to the left of Poitras. Klassen looks out front to Wood. Wood takes a little chip shot. Poitras covers it up, and whistle goes with 4:20 to go. Everybody knows what 4:20 means and what time it is at 4:20. So if you're a 4:20 participant, go take part right now. You don't have. You can always use gummies like two-time Terry. Puck shot by the seven-arm player high over the net. Williams dumps it in. Wood couldn't get it deep. Coverly tried to clear, but Wood intercepts. Terrian bumps Wood. Klassen gets it down deep. Coverly chips it over to Konings. Konings to McAllister. McAllister can't get it out past Yano. Puck is kept in. Wood couldn't get a shot off. Terrian pushes it to the boards. Sulphur to the front. Puck cleared by Konings. Puck ends up on the half boards. Terrian looks to clear. He can't. Day's there now. Terrian skates onto it. He chips it out. Puck gets pushed to McAllister, but that's going to be icing. No, it's no icing. I guess they felt Salmon Arm could play it. Yano out to Heckrod. Heckrod to West. West takes a shot. Saved by Poitras behind the net. Lalonde bumps his player. Puck cleared out over to Hoodless. Hoodless to the front. Puck's deflected. Hughes couldn't get a good shot off. Behind the net. Hoodless again. He's pressured by Yano. Yano clears to Caden. Caden gets it out, takes a hit from Milan. Fogarty goes back for it. Fogarty to Scott. Scott, far side, looking for Hoodless, just out of his reach, no icing. Hoodless to the front, looking for Hughes, puck's deflected to the boards. Hoodless looking for his players, intercepted. Now West has it, he just clears it down. No icing as Fogarty goes back for it, 2:33 to go. Fogarty looking for a home run pass, missed everybody, and that's icing. So 2:25 to go, we will go right back down into the Rocket zone. Shots 14-5 for Kelowna. Got a message here from Dawn Douglas. She says, go Rockets. Puck goes down deep. Cubberly over to Mooring. Mooring, flip pass for Sinister, goes right to Worthington. Worthington pushes it to Crow. Crow loses it. Mooring to the front. Sinister backhand looking for Meekins, far side, couldn't get him. Calvert couldn't handle it. Mooring dumps it in. Williams turns it over. Mooring's there. Williams, far side. Konings gets it, dumps it back in deep. Rockets tag up. Behind the net, Williams off the glass. Puck kept in by Konings. Meekins to Mooring. It's blocked. Mooring tried to get it out front, but deflects. Puck goes near side here. Cubberly in a race with Crow. Puck to the line. Sinister kept it in. Bumps Meekins, but still has it. Sinister for Mooring. Mooring couldn't get a clean shot off. He had back pressure. Puck picked up there by Mitchell. Deflected in by Klassen. Puck goes deep. Fogarty goes up the boards. Kept in by Wood. Wood dangles around Meekins. Wood still has it. Wood throws it out front. It hits a player, and Poitras wisely jumps on it. So 1:04 to go here. And then it's everybody's favorite time, fan of the game. We were supposed to have a fan of the week this week, but the picture wasn't sent to me. It was shown to me in Kamloops last weekend, but wasn't given to me, so we'll have to delay that. Terrian chips it by Yano. Puck goes down deep, and that is icing. As Lucas Terrian, son of two-time Ringette Coach of the Year Terry Terrian, couldn't get there in time. I believe two-time Terry, two-time Ringette Coach of the Year Terry Terrian is at the Sweetheart Tournament this weekend with his daughter Natalia. Good luck, Natalia. Puck goes around. Fogarty can't clear. Wood in the corner. Puck's thrown out front, ends up on Terrian's stick. He goes cross ice looking for Day, or McAllister, I should say. Puck gets brought in, thrown to the front. Klassen couldn't get a shot off. Does now, save Poitras. Lalonde looks to clear, but it goes off the glass and hits the netting. So face-off will be to the right of Poitras with 29.9 seconds remaining in the period. So Scott's on the draw. Puck poked at. West throws it to the front. Konings is there. Konings clears. Hoodless. He gets bumped. We got a couple bulls in a china shop here throwing their weight around. Puck squirts loose. Goes right to Heckrod. Heckrod does a little dangle. Couldn't get a shot off. Puck comes to the line. Puck thrown over to Sulphur. He gets bumped. Puck's in the corner behind the net. And buzzer goes, so that'll conclude the first period. Everybody knows what that means. It's time for fan of the game. So, Jeff McCoggan, he went scouring the arenas to find fan of the game. So without further ado, the fan of the game this week, Buddy Smith. He's a big Rough Riders fan, wearing that Rough Riders jersey, and he sure likes to celebrate at the rink as well. Look at him go. Brings a football with him. And he likes to dance Buddy Smith, fan of the week or fan of the game. So fan of the game, like I said, fan of the week this week was a very special fan of the week, but the gentleman knows who he is. He didn't send the picture in. But Buddy Smith, I hope you enjoy your fan of the week photo and your dance. Compliments of BMO and Jeff McCoggan. So after one, shots are 16-7 Kelowna, score is tied at 1. These are the two heavyweights in the division for the Okanagan title, for the Omaha Okanagan title. But their playoffs are coming up in 3 weeks. Starting 3 weeks anyways. These two are the two favorites to meet in the finals, but hey, anything can happen in the playoffs. All right, so team switch ends. Mooring, Meekins, and Simister. Coverly and Koning. Puck to the line. That was Tippler. Tried to get it to the middle. Puck ends up back in their zone. Williams looks to clear. Heckrod pokes it around. Coverly, Heckrod. The puck gets deflected to the corner. West behind the net. Blocked by Konings. Meekins looks to clear. He does. Past Williams. Simister gives chase. Simister skates onto it. Simister takes a shot just wide of the net. Puck cleared out to the line. Kept in by Fogarty. Williams. To Blindenbacher. Puck's intercepted. Puck chipped in. Mooring. Couldn't get around his player. Puck goes to the corner. Blindenbacher can't get it out past the lawn. Day keeps it in. Mooring to Day, or McAllister to Day. West. Puck goes back into the Rocket zone. Heckrod goes behind the net. Couldn't get a pass out. Puck is cleared to the line and out. Sulphur skates back to it. Sulphur to Yano. Yano over to Sulphur. Sulphur to Litzenberger. Litzenberger drops for Crow. Shot, scores. Right over the shoulder of Poitras. 2-1 Salmon Arm. Konings can't clear and get it out. It's kept in. Puck goes around. Coverly tries to get it out. Terry and chips it. Puck is kept in. Coverly in the corner. Puck is cleared. Terrian looks to clear. Kept in by Yano. Day intercepts. Day goes wide to the middle. Takes a shot. Saved by Worthington. Turnover, Day takes a shot, just missed. Puck goes wide. Day, he gets bumped. Puck around, Terrian to the front. Puck is deflected by Sulphur on his own net. Puck gets clear to the line. Konings keeps it in, but it gets chipped by him. And it comes out. Picked up by Coverly. He goes far side to Terrian. Terrian banks it, it hits the ref. Scott back to Coverly. Coverly tries to clear. Puck chipped. Kept in at the line. Stolen by Scott. Scott, just couldn't come up with it. Sulphur looks to clear. Hoodless keeps it in. Hoodless takes a bump. Klassen. Cleared Hoodless, or Hughes. Bank pass off the boards. Worthington had to be sharp with that one. Puck to the middle, picked up by Klassen. Klassen goes wide, throws it to the front, deflected by Lalonde. He gets bumped by Wood, and we have a penalty. That's probably gonna be boarding, it is, so face-off will go back down to the Rocket zone. All right, face-off won by the Rockets to the point. Puck, it couldn't be kept in there by McAllister. Puck cleared out. Puck shot and scored. Another high shot. Another goal. That was Lutzenberger, top corner. So 3-1 now, Salmon Arm. Shorthanded goal. All right, puck back into the Rocket zone. Shot by Heckrod, but it was in it blocked partially. Rocket's sloppy right now. They got to clean this up. Puck cleared, looking for Simister on the stretch. Simister takes a bump, gets it to Day. Day over to Mooring. Mooring back to Lalonde. Lalonde shot towards the net. He misses wide. Puck goes out. McAllister goes back for it. McAllister to Lalonde. Lalonde to Mooring. Leaves it for McAllister. McAllister crosses the line. Takes a shot. Deflected by Simister. Simister behind the net. Swats at it. Day picks it up. Day back to the line. Cubberly stops. Has a look. Dances. Tried to make something special happen, but Heckrod picked it off. Leinenbacher gets bumped, knocked down. Day crosses the line. Cubberly. He gets bumped by Caden. Puck gets dumped deep. Konings. He gets bumped by West. West steals. Pressured by Meekins. Picked up by Konings. Konings gets it to Terrian. Terrian stops. Around the net, Terrian. Back to Cubberly. Cubberly to Meekins. Meekins back to Cubberly. Cubberly, far side, over to Koning. Shot, it goes wide. Meekins looking for Cubberly, missed him. Konings was there, gets it to Cubberly. Puck gets dumped in. Worthington stops it. To Caden, puck kept in by Konings. Yano. To West, up to Calvert. Calvert throws it to the middle. Calvert kept into the line by Sulphur. Down to Calvert. Calvert gets hit by Konings. Puck poked away by Meekins. Shot by Sulphur, kick save by Poitras. Puck in the corner. Clear to the line, Mitchell keeps it in. Crow around, looking for Konings. Konings to Terrian. Terrian couldn't get it out. Shot wide of the net. Puck chipped out. And down the ice it goes. And that's icing. 13:56 remaining here in the period. To the left of Poitras. Rockets have it. Fogarty stops, has to reverse. Up the boards looking for Simister. Simister has it. Tries to get it to Scott. Puck cleared, intercepted by Simister. Tippler throws it up the middle, just missed Scott. Alon dumps it in, hits Worthington. Puck goes to the corner. Puck comes out. Scott couldn't get it cleanly. Fogarty off the boards to Simister. Simister looking for Scott. Wasn't hard enough. Tippler intercepts. Tippler takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Rebound. Shot right through the pads in the far corner. Wood. Puck thrown out front. Simister just chips it out. Puck is dumped in. Past Poitras. Lalonde. He falls but gets it to Mooring. Mooring looking for McAllister. Intercepted. Puck dumped down. That should be icing. No icing. Fogarty Off the boards to McAllister. He deflects it, but now comes up with it. Dumps it in. Puck in front of us here. Goes all the way in. McAllister has a look. Over to Mooring. Mooring puts it on net. Puck comes up front for Day. Picked off by West. West to Litzenberger. Or Blindenbacher. Day looks for Terrian. Terrian couldn't handle the stretch cleanly, but he gets a shot off. Saved by Worthington. And whistle goes. 12-13 to go. Face off will. Puck cleared around. Up to Litzenberger. All the way. Number 18, Crow, walks in. Can't get a shot off cleanly. McAllister to Terrian. Day to Terrian. Terrian takes a bump. Still in the battle. Gets to Day. Day back to Cubberly. Cubberly shot. Deflected. Rebound. Cleared by Litzenberger. Up to Calvert. Calvert couldn't handle it cleanly, but he has Litzenberger with him. Litzenberger throws it to the front, intercepted by the Rockets. McAllister to Terrian. Terrian couldn't handle it cleanly. He gets turned over, but Fogarty skates onto it. Fogarty, he gets checked. Puck was picked up by Day. Day can't handle it cleanly. Yano is there. Yano off the referee, right to Wood. Wood comes in, intercepted, and we got a penalty coming up here. Looks like Scott's getting a penalty for hooking. So with that, we're going to Fogs Audio penalty kill. You got an event coming up, need some sound equipment, lighting, staging. Contact Dan Fogarty, Fogs Audio. He can hook you up. Looks like the stream might be a little choppy here, but what I will do is I will upload a clean copy after the game. Face-off won by Salmon Arm. Far side, Yano takes a shot wide of the net, rebound. Right to Lalonde. Lalonde gets it, and he clears it. Puck goes back to Yano. Yano circles. Gets it to Wood. Wood gets dumped. Mooring to Lalonde. Lalonde fires it off the glass and down the ice. Worthington plays it right to Yano. Yano over to Klassen. Klassen up to Wood. Wood to Heckrod. Heckrod gets it to the corner. Wood throws it out front. Shot saved by Poitras. Rebound cleared. Fogarty hits him. And Lalonde fires it out of play here. 10-14 to go in the period. 1:06 to go in the penalty. So face off will be in the Rocket zone to the right of Poitras. Won by Salmon Arm, shot by Sulphur, rebound goes to West. West leaves it in the corner. That was for Caden. Caden can handle it cleanly. Ends up on Blindenbacher's stick. Blindenbacher puts it to the front. Puck cleared by Cubberly. Mitchell into the corner. Back to the line. Intercepted by McAllister. He clears it. Caden still keeps it in. Gets it down to Blindenbacher. Pressured by Cubberly. Shot. Saved by Poitras. And with that, there's 9:35 left in the period, so we should be going to ice clean right now, which we will. So come back here in about 10 minutes, and we'll be back to some Rockets hockey. All right, we're back here, folks. Zambonis are done. Got our 3 camera view going here. Just waiting for the ice to clean here. Waiting for the Rockets to take the ice. We're taking our time. So that appears that we've got all the Rockets players off the ice now, or on the ice now. So face-off is going to be in the Rocket zone to the left of Poitras. Rockets still shorthanded for 27 seconds. Face-off goes to the corner. West, he gets bumped by Fogarty. Caden takes a shot off the post. Lalonde looks to clear and does. And down the ice. 10 seconds left to go in the penalty. Worthington plays it. Off the boards right to Tippler. Tippler has it intercepted by Meekins. Meekins, one-on-one. Meekins around his player. Backhand scores! Weston Meekins on a steal. Backhand off the post and in. You love to see it. That looked like a broken play, but it worked. 3-2 Salmon Arm here. It was an even strength goal. So just like that, it's a 1-goal game. So face off at center. Yano clears it up. Lalonde intercepts. He goes off the glass. Bang pass to Simister. Simister takes a shot far side. He missed. Fogarty at the line towards the net. Simister deflects. Puck sitting there, picked up by Crow to the corner. Mooring tries to keep it in. Lalonde takes a shot high over the net. Meekins tries to bank it around Sulphur. He couldn't. Puck to the line. Fogarty keeps it in. Simister chops at it. Puck is cleared just past Fogarty. Fogarty back to Lalonde. Lalonde over to Simister. Simister to Mooring. Mooring to the front of the net, deflected by Simister. Puck goes back to the line. Konings can't keep it in. Puck goes out. Shot by Crow, saved by Poitras. Puck on the near boards. To the line. Now back to Konings. Konings has to regroup in his own zone. Button hooks to the corner. Goes up the boards, misses his player and down the ice, and that'll be icing. 7:51 to go here, second period. Face-off's going to be to the left of Poitras. Face-off won by the Rockets. Konings. Puck is cleared. Stretch pass attempt, and that missed everybody. And just like that, we'll do it all over again one more time. Puck behind the line. Konings up the boards to McAllister. McAllister can handle it. Went to Terrian. Now it's in front of us here. Puck goes out to the middle. Heckrod crosses the line, takes a shot, saved by Poitras. McAllister takes a hit. Puck comes out. Day gets it in deep. Williams behind his net. Looks up the middle, looking for Wood. Wood has it. Wood, bumped by Coverley. He just takes Coverley down. Day is there to help out. Day chips it to the corner. Therien drops down. He misses it. Wood couldn't get around Day. Day chips it to the neutral zone. Yano goes to regroup. Over to Tippler. Tippler has a knock off his stick by McAllister. McAllister lost the puck, but it goes right to Cubberly in the neutral zone. Cubberly walks in, takes a shot. Saved by Worthington. Hughes couldn't keep it in. Puck comes out. Fogarty just chops in. Yano picks it up. Yano to Wood. Fogarty around. Tippler looks to keep it in, gets to Weinenbacher. Weinenbacher gets bumped by Fogarty. Scott looks to clear, but puck gets dumped back in by Salmon Arm. Poitras leaves it for Cubberly. Cubberly sees Hughes for the stretch. Hughes touches it, slows it down, no icing. Sulphur looks to clear, and it does. Lalonde just fires it back into the Rocket zone. Puck cleared out. Lots of, don't know where the puck is, now I do. Blindenbacher. Pressured by Simister. Blindenbacher cuts to the middle. Puck goes to Hughes. Hughes to Simister. Simister couldn't handle it cleanly. Caden has it. Simister steals. Simister pushes it forward. Mooring skates onto it. Mooring to Meekins. Meekins just shoots it wide. Meekins back to the line. Fogarty takes a shot. Saved by Worthington. Meekins takes a bump from Sulphur. Simister again. Puck goes down low. Mitchell's there. Meekins behind the net. Simister out front, just missed everybody. Lalonde shot blocked by Mitchell. Another shot. Simister behind the net. Back to the line. Fogarty to Simister. Simister to Fogarty. Shot deflected and out of play. So face off in the Salmon Arm zone. 4:45 to go. Day, McAllister, Therien. Puck to the corner. Calvert, far side. Backhand by Blindenbacher. It goes wide. Or Litzenberger, not sure. Day has it, runs in his own player, Therien. Therien chips it around Calvert. Race for the puck. Crow gets there first. He banks it over to Tippler. Tippler to Litzenberger. To Tippler. Tippler. Far side for Crow. Cubberly. Stretch pass to McAllister. McAllister leaves it for Therien. Therien shot. Rebound. Day. Oh, missed the open net. Heckrod gets it. Fires it down the ice. Fogarty skates back for it. And that's icing. So 3:38 left in the period. Rockets down by 1. Scott wins the draw, back to Hughes, splits the D. Fogarty has to regroup in the neutral zone. Fogarty to Lalonde. Hughes is there. Yano picks it up, stolen by Hughes, right to Hoodless. Hoodless, right to Scott. Scott chips it in. It goes deep. Scott around the net. Yano has to regroup. She goes behind the net to Sulphur. Sulphur bumped by Scott. Puck comes out front. Heckrod has it. Heckrod over to Goosen. Goosen can handle it. It goes deep. Fogarty skates back for it. Rims it around. Kept in by Heckrod. Heckrod back to the line. Sulphur takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. And we will have a face-off. Back to the line, Williams takes a shot. Mooring. Can't chip it by his player, now it does. Meekins chips it away, Williams gives chase. Puck gets tipped down into the Rocket zone. Konings gets it up to Simister. Misses him, goes to the neutral zone. Coverly now skates onto it. Coverly tries to get it in, he can't. Konings is there, just dumps it in. Puck goes deep, Worthington plays it. Worthington off the boards. Konings steps in. Sinister throws it to the front. Worthington makes a save. Puck clear to the line. Meekins has it stolen by West. West takes a shot, saved by Poitras. Coverly behind the net, it goes around. Puck's in the corner. Eckrod walks out, throws it out front. Sinister's there. He gets it out. Yano. Cross ice. Eckrod couldn't handle it. Blindenbacher does. Puck gets dumped in deep. Coverly. Out to Mooring. Mooring. Turned it over. Crow to Calvert. Calvert to Poitras. Poitras saves it. And whistle goes. So face off back inside the Rocket zone to the left of Poitras. 1:15 to go in the period. In the corner, Eckrod couldn't handle it. Fogarty skates onto it. Williams. Out to Eckrod. Eckrod takes a shot. High over the net. Williams takes a shot, or goes that pass down low. To the point. Shot, save, rebound. Is cleared. Williams looks to shoot. Missed. Puck comes to the line. Day takes it in. It goes deep. Tipler clears it to the line. Fogarty fires it towards the net. Deflected by Therrien. And covered up by Worthington with 39.5 to go in the period. So face off to the left of Day, or left of Worthington. Day wins the draw. Fogarty. Puck goes to McAllister. Shot, save, rebound. Day back to Fogarty. Fogarty skates into it. Takes a shot. Gloved by Worthington. 28.7 to go. So face off down in the Salmon Arm zone. Fogarty couldn't quite handle it. Puck is cleared out, but it's gloved ahead. So face-off will be in the neutral zone outside the Rockets line. Face-off won by Salmon Arm. Sulphur looks to clear. Hughes looking for Hoodless. Hoodless. Fans on the shot. Puck sitting there. Hoodless chops at it. Saved by Worthington. Puck comes out. Coverly shot. Deflected. Scott dumps it deep and touched by Sulphur. And just like that, Rockets going back to the power play. It's going to be a BC Sportswear power play. If you need some corporate wear, team wear, hats, hoodies, toques, he does stickers too. Kyle Douglas, BC Sportswear. Not sure if we got the hat trick promotion going on this weekend or not, but we'll say it is. So if somebody gets a hat trick today, you're gonna go down to BC Sportswear, you're gonna see Kyle Douglas, tell him who scored the hat trick, and you'll get one of those limited edition hats. And they're nice. Puck goes forward. Buzzer goes, and that concludes the period. So Rockets will have that power play carry over into the third. Minute and 58 seconds of power play time. So with that, we're going to go right back to Fan of the Week. or fan of the game, I should say. Fan of the game, Buddy Smith. But first of all, let's go back to the picture. This is the picture of Buddy Smith at the rink wearing his Rough Riders jersey. Then he decided to do a little dance and bring his football, because, you know, not everybody you know brings a football, but Buddy sure does. Face off at center. Rockets have it. Sinister, pressured by Wood. Puck chopped at the line, and now it gets fired down by Salmon arm. Rockets have to regroup in their own zone. Mooring. Over to Day. Day just pokes it forward, goes right to Sulphur. Sulphur shoots it. McAllister. Over to Lalonde. Lalonde to McAllister. McAllister to Mooring. Mooring crosses the line. Goes wide. He gets tripped up. Picked up by Yano. Yano to the line. Day keeps it. Puck goes on line. Worthington covers up. Whistle goes. So face-off will be to his right. Face off to the left of Worthington. I guess the ref wanted to stay on that side, so we'll go over here. Day on the drop to the boards. Puck is fired down the ice by Williams. Poitras plays it right to Lalonde. Lalonde over to Day. Day makes a move, comes in, has a look. Day cuts to the middle, takes a shot, it's deflected. Meekins, back to Day. Day to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot, rebound, Sinister's whacking at it, puck's loose, and covered up by Worthington here. 37 seconds to go in the penalty. 18:39 left in the period. Or the game, I should say. There's no overtime. Face off to the right. Sinister back to Cubberly. Cubberly to Fogarty. Fogarty has a shot. Saved by Worthington. Face off to the left of Worthington. Sulphur, pressured. Day gets it low to Meekins. Meekins down low to Sinister. Sinister slows it down. Back to the line. Cubberly waiting for traffic to set up. Meekins can handle it in the corner. Puck is loose. Sinister, but to Meekins. Meekins over to Day. Day fires it. Saved by Worthington. Sinister in the corner. He has it. Sinister. Behind that to Meekins. Meekins has Cubberly open up front. Couldn't get it to him. Meekins couldn't handle it. Goes to Caden. Caden gets it out. Day goes back. Cross ice, almost intercepted by Caden. Coverly chips it. Tippler is there, bumped by Hoodless. Scott steals, Scott has day with him. Scott takes a shot, saved by Worthington, and puck deflects out of play. So face-off will be to the right of Worthington with 17:24 to go, third period. Once again, thanks for tuning in. People all over the world watching today. Some in New Zealand, some in Ontario. Crow, he gets bumped. Crow still has it. Crow cuts to the middle. Still has it. Crow dumps it down low. Lalonde skates onto it. He fans on his rim job, so it goes to the corner. Crow. Scott, kept in by Tippler. Tippler bumped. Konings clears to the line. Litzenberger keeps it in. Shot, saved by Poitras. Heckrod tries to take it to the front. Intercepted. Konings loses it. Puck's in the corner. Heckrod. He gets bumped by Konings. Scott joins in. Lalonde right to Hughes. Hughes fires a shot in deep, goes for a change. Tippler to Heckrod. Heckrod to Crow. Crow comes in, shot. It gets deflected over the net. Heckrod. Bumped by Fogarty. Heckrod down low. To the line. Williams. Down to Crow. Over to, intercepted. Terrian with some speed. Lucas Terrian walks in, takes a shot. Saved by Worthington. Fogarty steps in. Goes wide. Looks still out front. Day couldn't get a shot off. Puck cleared out. Wood couldn't get around Coverly. Touched up by the Rockets, but that's offside. So face-off will be in the neutral zone. 3-2 Salmon Arm, 15:46 to go. So face-off in the neutral zone, won by Salmon Arm. Goes back to Williams. Williams looks to clear. Puck is knocked to the neutral zone, picked up by Meekins. Takes a shot, blocker to the corner by Worthington. Sinister. Now Goosen. Goosen to the middle, looking for Wood. Puck was deflected by Mooring. Skated onto by Klassen. Klassen tries to dump it in. Coverly was there. Puck comes out. Sulphur. Puck intercepted by Sinister. Puck dumped down the ice by Salmon Arm, no icing. Coverly leaves it for Konings. Konings back to Mooring. Mooring has to go back in his own zone, goes far side to Sinister. Puck hits Sulphur, skates. Sinister skates onto it. Sinister goes wide, just puts it in deep. Looking for a change, Sulphur. Always the puck stripped by Scott, but Sulphur recovers. Over to West. Puck cleared out. Back to Fogarty to Lalonde. Was in. Hoodless. Leaves it for Scott. Scott shot saved by Worthington. Lalonde on the rebound. Backhand over to Hoodless. Couldn't get a shot off. Hoodless. Back to Hughes. Yano is there. Throws it to the middle. West. Now Fogarty regroups in his own zone. Goes over to Hoodless. Hoodless misses. Weinenbacher to Litzenberger. Litzenberger shot saved by Poitras. Face-off will be to his left with 13:59 to go in the third. All right, Konings has it. He's just trying to recover, swallowed some Diet Coke the wrong way, so. Konings avoids a check. Puck goes to the corner. Litzenberger around. Coverly keeps it in, he goes far corner. McAllister battles Litzenberger. Puck kept in. McAllister takes a shot blocked. Konings tries to keep it in, puck gets knocked off around him. Coverly. Kept in on the clearing attempt by Heckrod. Heckrod to the front. Wide open was Litzenberger and shot off the crossbar. Back to the line, Yano. Puck goes deep. Coverly. Konings looks to clear, kept in. Puck goes deep. Coverly. Intercepted by Calvert. Calvert puts it behind the net. Konings shoots it around. Williams can handle it. Comes right to McAllister. McAllister has Terrian with him. McAllister takes a shot and saved by Worthington. And rebound covered up here. The face off to the right. So Meekin's on the draw. Puck one to the corner by Salmon arm. Mitchell gets dumped by Simister. Simister comes up with the puck backhand. Mask save by Worthington. Lalonde goes back for it. Pressured by Wood. Puck comes out. Klassen dumps it in. Lalonde looking for Simister. Simister has it. Simister crosses the line, takes a shot. Saved by Worthington. Simister again. Back to the line. Fogarty tries to get it deep. Fogarty puts it towards the net. It just misses. Tippler. Puck stolen by Mooring. Puts it to the corner. Sulphur looks to clear. Wood gets hit. Puck goes down the ice. Fogarty goes back for it. Fogarty to Simister. Simister missed. And that's icing. So faceoff will head back to the Rocket zone. 11:09 to go in the game. 3-2 Salmon arm. Puck still in the zone. Cubberly has it. Looks to clear, he does. Puck goes down the ice. No icing. Tippler hit by Hoodless. Puck turned over. Cubberly looks to keep it in. He does. Takes a shot between the legs behind the net. Sulphur kicks at it. Sulphur picked up by West. To Caden, over to West. West goes wide. Tries to get the puck out front. Konings wouldn't let it. Puck on the half boards. Mitchell in from the point, gets to the front. Shot by Bleinebacher, saved by Poitras. Caden, far ice to Williams. Williams takes a shot, scores, top corner. 4-2 Salmon arm. 10-12 to go here in the third. So face off at center ice. We got Day, Terrian, and McAllister. Lalonde and Fogarty looking to regroup after that goal. Terrian to Lalonde. Lalonde over to Fogarty. Fogarty to the middle. Intercepted. Crow dumps it in. Fogarty tries to clear. Comes right out to McAllister. McAllister has it. Gets it to Day. Puck is chipped up the middle. Fogarty skates onto it. Fogarty walks in, takes a shot, gets deflected over the net. Day is there. Puck comes to the middle. Lalonde has to dump it in. Rockets have to tag up. Yano behind her net. Goes to the far side for Sulphur. To the line. Lalonde keeps it in. Therrien. Toe drag. Therrien. Shot. Rebound. Comes right up front just past Day. Litzenberger over to Crow. Crow. Gets bumped behind his net. Lalonde. With some speed. Lalonde just dumps it in. He wants to change. Therrien gives chase. Reversed over to Tippler. Tippler up to Goosen. To Calvert. Puck turned over. Fogarty takes a shot high over the net. Tippler rims it around. Past Mooring. Wood with some speed. He gets bumped. Still has it. Goosen. Pressured by Fogarty. Fogarty to the line. Kept in by Tippler. Tippler shoots it high over the net. Mooring chips it to the neutral zone. Day dumps it in. Tippler. Up to Klassen. Turned over to Mooring. Mooring. Picked up by Klassen. Klassen. Over to Wood. Wood. Has the puck stolen by Coverley. Coverley to Mooring. Mooring dumps it in deep. Simister skates onto it. Backhands to the front. Rebound. Oh, shot saved off of Mooring. Nobody was there for the rebound. Wood hits a player on the ground into the boards. We got a delayed penalty coming up. Mooring can handle it, and we got penalty coming up here to Salmon Arm. So we got a boarding call coming up to Salmon Arm. Rockets back to the power play, BC Sportswear power play. So if you got an event or you need some corporate wear, team wear, hats, hoodies, toques, he does stickers too, BC Sportswear, go see Kyle Douglas. Rockets win the draw, back to McAllister, takes a shot, high over the net. Yano mishandles it, covered up by Worthington. The face-off is going to be to the left of Worthington. Puck to the boards, Yano looks to clear, goes back to McAllister. McAllister to Day. Day takes a shot, hit the glove of Worthington, gets deflected over the net. Simister back to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot, gets deflected to the corner. Day on the near boards. Cuts to the middle, over to Simister. Simister on the boards. Back to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot and deflected out of play by Worthington. And face-off will be back inside the Salmon Arm zone. .123 left in the penalty, 7:10 left in the game. Puck down low, cleared to the line. McAllister couldn't handle it. Comes out. Lalonde gets it over to Meekins. Meekins to the line, skates in. Meekins takes a shot. It goes wide. Puck back to McAllister at the point. Over to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot. Saved by Worthington over the net. Lalonde skates down for it. Over to Meekins. Back to Lalonde. Lalonde button hooks. Gets to Meekins. Meekins to McAllister. Shot wide of the net. Scott settles it down. Has a look. Out to McAllister. Puck's deflected. Over to Lalonde. Lalonde back to Scott. Scott far side to Meekin. Shot. Oh, near miss. Or it did miss. It wasn't a near miss. Lalonde back to Scott. Scott back to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot. Saved by Worthington. Right in the red basket. Wasn't very easy. But 19 seconds left in the penalty. Face off to the right of Worthington. Face off one by the Rockets, Mooring. Leaves it for Coverley. Coverley to Day. Day looking for Mooring at the point. Day. Penalty's just about over. Mooring to Fogarty. Fogarty shot blocked. Penalty's now over. Day takes a shot and saved by Worthington. Face off will be to the right. 5:41 to go in the game, 4-2. Got some comments here from Heather. Face off behind the net, Hoodless to the corner. Puck goes to Goosen. Deflects right to Klassen to Wood. Wood goes wide, fires a shot wide of the net. Kept in the line by Tippler. Puck's deflected and it goes down the ice. No icing, it's deflected. Worthington plays it. Wood loses it. Scott has it intercepted by Hoodless. Hoodless takes a shot, saved by Worthington. Out front to Hughes. Back to the line, Coverley. Down low. Thrown out front to Scott. Scott shot, rebound. Hoodless scores! Blake Hoodless on the rebound. 4-3 Salmon arm with 4:53 to go here, third period. We got a 1-goal game. The Rockets right back in this. I believe that's Hoodless's first of the year. Could be wrong, but I believe that it is. So just like that, everybody scored this season. Rockets have possession. Day and McAllister. McAllister chips it in, wasn't deep. Puck cleared. Intercepted by Lalonde. Lalonde dumps it in deep. Lalonde to the front, deflected. Back to the line. Fogarty couldn't keep it in. So over to Therrien. Therrien back to Fogarty. Fogarty dumps it in. Or Konings, I should say. I always get those two mixed up. Eckrod looks to clear. Litzenberger or Blindenbacher, I don't know, one of the two. Shot by Konings, or sorry, that was McAllister with the shot. I'm really messed up now. So face off to the right of Worthington. 4:14 to go. Fogarty's back out with Alon, so now I'll get the pairings right again. Day wins it right back to Fogarty, shot. Glove down by Worthington. So we'll do it again. Scramble drop, picked up by Salmon arm, shipped out, got a 2-on-1 here. Shot by Litzenberger, puck cleared. To Therrien, Therrien. To the middle, couldn't hit Day. Litzenberger can't clear, Fogarty intercepts, shot, deflected, it goes wide. Kept in by Konings. Yano clears it out to the middle, goes right to Litzenberger. Litzenberger tries to go to the middle, intercepted. Day now has it. Day can't cut in. Blindenbacher has it deflected by Simister. Goes down, Coverley's there. Coverley to Konings. Konings couldn't make a pass, so he has to regroup. 3:18 to go. Coverley to Mooring. Puck gets deflected out. Williams just fires it back in. Konings skates back for it. Over to Coverley. Coverley to Mooring. Meekins couldn't get it out. Blindenbacher has it, throws it out front. Picked up by Konings. Heckrod takes a shot, deflected to the corner. Coverly looking for Sinister. Puck goes over his stick into the neutral zone. Heckrod over to Williams. Williams to West. Leinenbacher steals. Leinenbacher couldn't get a pass across. Throws it up front for Heckrod. Puck's deflected out. Shot by Goosen. Saved by Poitras. 2:32 to go. Third period. 4-3 game. Back to the point, Yano tries to put it on net, intercepted by Scott, 3-on-2. Scott goes wide. Scott to the front. Puck's deflected there by Hadjic. Shot deflected just wide. Puck to the corner. Yano. Hoodless gets it down low. Yano skates back for it. Yano tries to clear, deflected by Scott. Puck goes deep, bounces off the side of the net. Worthington covers up here. 2:01 to go, 4-3 for Salmon Arm. Puck to the corner, Williams. Back around. Litzenberger. Right to Day. Day tries to get it to the lawn, just missed. Puck comes out, picked up there by Calvert. Shot wide of the net. Litzenberger takes a shot wide. Williams takes a shot blocked by the lawn. Crow tries to make a move, loses it. Calvert takes a shot, goes wide. Litzenberger, bumped by Fogarty. Litzenberger still has it. Goes to the front, shot by Calvert, covered up by Poitras. 1:21 to go here in the game. 4-3 for Salmon Arm. Shot 63 for Kelowna, 24 for Salmon Arm. Puck to the line. Mitchell takes a shot, goes wide. Mooring back to Coverly. Coverly to Konings. Puck comes to the line but kept in. Coverly reverses to Konings. Konings back to Coverly. 1 minute to go in the game. Coverly looking for a stretch pass. Knocked down. Mooring's there. Coverly over to Sinister. Sinister couldn't handle the pass. Puck gets stumped down, no icing, 44 to go. Puck's in the corner. Leinenbacher. Puck stolen, puck to the line. Yano throws it to the middle, right to Heckrod. Heckrod, he's dancing, stolen by Meekins. Meekins looks to Sinister. Sinister in a race with Tippler. Tippler gets there first. Puck to the line, Rockets pull the goalie. Heckrod throws it to the middle. Meekins intercepts, 20 seconds to go. Meekins can't get around. Puck sitting there. Leinenbacher takes a shot at the empty net and scores. So 5-3 with 10 seconds to go. That'll do it. Salmon Arm's going to win this one. But the good news is it's just an exhibition game, so they don't really count. Rockets missing 5. Face off a center, puck goes forward. Right in Salmon Arm's favor. Wood walks in, takes a shot, saved by Poitras. Back behind the net. And buzzer goes. And that concludes the game. So once again, we want to thank our sponsors for supporting the team. And And we will see you next week. We do have an inter-squad game with the Central Zone Rockets. Still deciding if we're going to broadcast that one or not. Stay tuned, and we will let you know.